Oh God. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius' highest good. How is Aquarius feeling in this first week of June 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards please for how Aquarius is feeling. The Knight of Wands reversed, so that can be, because the Knight of Wands when it's upright is very sexual, adventurous, excited, spontaneous, doing things in the moment because it makes us excited, okay? When it's reversed, it could be accentuated in either direction, so over the top, you know, kind of reckless, promiscuous, or it could be like a loss of libido or anger, you know, which can cause a loss of libido. So I'm not sure. Let's get some other cards to clarify. We'll know from the cards that come out next. 2 more for Aquarius, please. New moon reversed. Okay, so the new moon when it's upright is it's about a new chapter. You know, you see the shooting star, it's like being happy for a new beginning. That's reversed, so you could be worried about the future. You could be experiencing a loss of libido at the moment if you're worried about the future. In the challenge, we've got the 10 of Cups, so that is like, you could be really worried about your family life at the moment, if there's arguments or disunion, disharmony, or any kind of struggle or strife going on with family, with children, with a partner, parents, the whole picture. It's looking more like that, okay? Right, the one that's on your mind or that you're dealing with has got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Now, the Wheel of Fortune upright is someone who is coming into a period of good luck, okay? A fortuitous period. Because the universe has decided, you know, but when it's reversed, you see like we've got snakes and the wheel is reversed, okay, because this person's trapped in a cycle. It's bad habits or, you know, knowing what the right thing is to do now and not doing it. Sorry, not doing it. So it's like a karmic cycle. They're not doing what they're supposed to be, basically. Like if it's healthy to detach or move on, they're not doing it. Okay, a lot of cards have come out. That was kind of sideways. That's the Two of Wands. So it's being at a fork in the road and needing to choose which way to go, left or right. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Midday Sun reversed. Dreaming about love, dreaming about loyalty, having a beautiful, lasting generational wealth with a partner. They're not experiencing it, okay? They would love to be right in the middle of this kind of a scenario where two people put their salaries together and there's money for their children, for their children's children. There's total love and unity. They don't have that. They're at a fork in the road and they're holding themselves back from having, you know, something better because they keep picking the wrong option. I think that's what I'm getting intuitively. But why? I don't know if this is the person that you're married to or someone that's on your mind that's outside of your marriage, but I would say that you're in a family dynamic at present, but you're showing up as a Knight of Wands. So you're thinking about someone that you're not living with, I think. Because they're not showing up as a king or queen, and you're showing up as a Knight of Wands. But we've got this, like, family in the picture, and then we've got someone that would like the Ten of Pentacles in the picture. It's like someone stood outside your house looking at the house like, I wish I was in that house. That sounds creepy. That sounds really creepy. Oh my god. The Three of Swords reversed, the Tower, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. They're trapped in like an endless cycle of reflection. Because that way they haven't got to let go of the idea that you could still be together. I think this is like a jilted third party, like, you know, you don't have to deal with the heartbreak if you don't accept the tower. Does that make sense? They're pushing the tower back up, trying to hold it together. And you're worried about, you know, finding stability within your home with your spouse and your kids, I think. I mean, if it's a different narrative and this is your spouse, they don't want the tower. Whoever this is showing up in your reading doesn't want the tower. They're avoiding a tower falling. They're avoiding, you know, being heartbroken. In the outcome, we've got the Two of Cups as the challenge. That's two people at the beginning of a new chapter. It's early on. It's not an established relationship. It's when you first fall in love. That's the challenge. Ten of Wands reverse, dropping the burdens in a long cycle of challenges in the outcome. It's like hurdles, obstacles, blocks, things that are getting in the way. We're dropping them burdens now. Not doing it anymore. The Devil, major arcana for Capricorn. It's upright. So there's an attachment, a codependency between two people, or from one person onto another. If this was about you and your spouse, I'd expect that to be like the Eight of Cups or the Six of Cups. I would not expect it to be the Two of Cups, and I wouldn't expect you to show up as a Knight. That's why I feel like this is actually the person on your mind is someone you're thinking about that you've not had a relationship with, but you're in love with them and they're in love with you. And I think they wanted a future, and I think they're stuck in this cycle of just like living it out in the 5D, but it's not a reality, it's not happening. Does that make sense? They're having to just pretend in their head that that's what's going to happen. Because you're kind of more focused on conserving like a happy, harmonious family life. I think you were the Knight of Wands upright and you're now the Knight of Wands reverse, so you're not thinking like with your down belows anymore. I'm just gluing my nail back on. It pinged off ages ago. Right, let's dig. Why is this person trying to avoid the Tower? Why are they trapped in a karmic cycle? What's going on with them, hey? They're very reflective with the Seven of Pentacles. They're looking back at the past, so you've obviously dallied with each other. Oh my God, look. Vicious circle, devilish, public image. They don't let other people know what's going on in their head. What's going on in their head is seduction, you know, this desire to like have sexy times. They're trapped in a circle of like, they just fantasize about it, but no one knows. They come across like really like they're not thinking about that at all. It's all under wraps. They're fantasizing about sexy times with you because that's what they used to get. But they wanted it to become like, you know, a long-term situation, like together, exclusive, loyal, making it a future together forever. That's what they want, but they never expressed that. Let intuition guide your steps, illuminating the life path meant for you. Okay, so they may not be following the right life path because they're blocking their own intuition and they're going towards what, you know, what they enjoy rather than what they're supposed to be kind of learning from and growing from. It's a bugaboo. A bugaboo, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's like, is that like a hobo? I think it's like someone that's like, they're not set up yet. They don't have like a house, they don't have assets. They're like, it doesn't mean they're not going to, but they're like a free agent. They kind of like fly by the seat of their pants kind of thing. If they wanted to go and live abroad, they could do it. You know, they wouldn't have to like worry about the house, or they can be like somewhat of a free spirit. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Okay, yeah, so they're trying to heal, they're trying to get themselves out of this. They could be doing very practical steps to get out of this, but in the 5D, they're completely married to you. What's the nature of this connection? I mean, you're thinking about them because they're showing up in your reading. I'm not going to say anything else. That's two people that are nearly falling in love. You could have started seeing someone and left them thinking, I need to focus on my family. I need to hold together what I already have. And you've parted company while you're in love with each other. You may not have known, you each may not have known, but you actually each hold a cup for one another. The feelings are mutual. That's why it's very difficult for, you know, people to move on when you part company, when you're actually in love. Let's get messages from them. Oh my god, so they're quite angry, you know. They're not telling you, they're not talking to you, they could have blocked you. Oh, that's the same thing twice. They're not talking to you because they're pissed off, they're hurt. They know what you're doing, they know that you're focused on staying where you're at. Sorry, advice for Aquarius, please. My voice went then. It's all for a reason. Food. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating it. Visualizing the nutrients that I'm consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing the food. So you're being asked to be mindful and be someone that makes good choices for their body. Okay, it's very wholesome. Living in the moment, that's the same as mindfulness, isn't it? Live in the present to savor each moment's beauty. You can't control what other people do or how other people react or what the bigger picture is. But what you can do is help your mind and help your body by making good choices for your body. You know, eating foods that nourish you, staying away from, you know, binging, on whatever to distract yourself, and soaking in the sun, feeling the breeze on your skin, because one day you'll be old, you'll be in a bed, you won't be able to move and go outside. You know, try to just appreciate every little blessing sent your way, the sound of the sea, you know, the fact that if you want to, you can go to the beach, take off your shoes and paddle in the water. Like, you have freedom, you've become mentally trapped, okay? And so is this person. I think it's advice for both of you, to be honest. Let's get you an angel number. 777, good luck. Okay. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. 3333, social skills, hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Okay, so sometimes we can get really far away from ourselves because we're all up in our head, or we judge ourselves, or, you know, we doubt ourselves. But you've got a lot of strengths within, you know, air signs are fantastic orators. You got the gift of the gab. You're able to intellectualize things and then articulate them in a way that it can get through to a lot of people. So you're very inspirational, okay, and that's a shame to hide that away. 0110, belief system. Go after what you want, unique destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Ooh. You've got like a very important task while you're walking this earth, and you may have lost your way a little bit, but you've got so much to offer. Like, don't let anybody make you feel like you haven't got profound reasons to be here. Let's get you a crystal. Ruby. This is for the root chakra. I already know what this says because I read it for. I was going to shuffle them then, did you notice? I keep doing that. I know what this is going to say, but let's pull it out and read it so I don't get it twisted. I like the way they word it on these cards. It's quite informal. Oops, sorry. I have to look at each one because it doesn't necessarily mean the card is going to be the colour of the crystal. For this one it does, but some of them it's not. Okay, so ruby. What it is, hot pink to cabernet red, ruby is a precious gemstone that has bedazzled royalty for centuries. Ruby is a fearless guide and protector, pointing you in the right direction of a rich, passionate life. Who needs it? Anyone with something worth fighting for, or any Aries. Who need, oh, I've done that. Where to put it? In a ring on the hand you throw punches with. And in the boudoir. When to use it? When you want to show the world you're both beautiful and ferocious. When your sex life needs a heaping tablespoon of spice. When the doldrums have you down, reach for Ruby and some really red lipstick and come out swinging. Feed your fires. I love that. Alright, don't forget to give this reading a like if you enjoyed it. Share the channel on all platforms. Support the channel. You're welcome to stick around for the Pisces reading, or go and watch the sign of your person, watch your moon sign or signs that you cusp with, or go to bed. It's pretty late now. What time is it? Oh my god, 10 minutes to midnight. I need to hurry up. Thank you, Aquarius, and we're on to Pisces next.